Aloha. Hello.
If you hold on, we will call you when we're ready.
Okay.
Thanks. Good evening. I'd like to call the December 9th Village Fest Board meeting to order, please. Staff, can we have a roll call?
Chair Roberts,
Present.
Vice Chair Antonio.
Here.
Board Member Anderson is currently absent. Board Member Battersby will be absent today. Board Member Idell will be absent. Board Member Reed.
Here.
Board Member Martin. And Main Street, Joy Meredith is not here at the present time. We have a quorum.
So we have a quorum. Good. Are there any public comments this evening? Seeing none, are there any board comments this evening? I would like to take a minute on behalf of the board to welcome all of you here tonight and thank you for being here. Village Fest has been going on in Palm Springs for over 30 years, and it only works because of people like you who come and bring your talents and your skills to the downtown corridor every week. So we're glad you're here. What will happen, we've got a few items of business to discuss, but we'll call you up one by one. You'll have up to 5 minutes to explain what it is you're wanting to do. At 5 minutes, we will cut you off and we will ask you questions. And then we will vote either up or down to add you to Village Fest. If you're in the arts and crafts category, this is one where we see Village Fest as being an artisan fair, not just an arts and crafts fair. So. Oh, yeah. So we'll be looking to see that you make minimally 75% of what it is you're selling. So keep that in mind. That's the metric we'll use to judge what acceptance into the Village Fest. So sit tight. We will start in just a few minutes.
Hey, are you coming to the meeting?
Yes, the door is locked.
Oh, which door are you at? I mean, which
Sorry.
I'm at this door right here, you know, by the front of the building right here.
Come to the side, okay?
Opening it.
Can you come to the side? It's Joy. It's Joy. She can't get in.
She can come in the front door.
She said it's locked.
The side door is locked?
I'm on the side door.
Chair.
She's here. David,
Oh, there
she's
she
here.
is.
Hi, Joy.
Sorry for the technical difficulties.
What's up with that?
Staff, is there any correspondence this evening?
But we have none.
Okay. How about a motion to approve the agenda for this evening?
I'll make a motion.
Is there a second by Bonnie? All in favor, or let us roll call vote? Tom?
Aye.
I vote yes. Antonio?
Yes.
Bonnie and David?
Yes.
Passes. And a motion to approve the minutes from our November 18th meeting.
I'll motion that.
Thank you. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thanks. Let's vote. David?
Yes.
Bonnie?
Yes.
Antonio?
Yes.
Yes. And Tom?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, now we come to the fun part of the meeting. Is Susie Sanchez here?
Me.
Hi, Susie. Do you need, Susanna, sorry, I'm sorry. Do you need to set up or do you need to do anything for your presentation?
I have everything there. You want me to start?
Yes.
Okay, I just have.
Is it going to take you a minute to do that or
No,
are
no,
you
no,
ready?
I have my stuff
Okay,
there.
all right.
Okay.
Come on.
Table, you can
Oh, I
roll the
can
table.
Okay. Sorry. That's fine. Okay. How I can do this? Just show you?
Please,
Okay,
yes,
okay.
tell us what you're
Okay.
doing and what you have
Okay,
there.
let me explain. I try to put a chocolate fountain
Mhm.
with a waffle and stick. I make this shape because unfortunately I didn't get the right shape I want. So I make this one. So basically I wanna, I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous at my design. It's gonna be the chocolate fountain and I'm gonna dip, I put a I'm sorry, I'm gonna put a tent and my nice tables with my apron, uniform, things like that. And I try to leave the waffle and the chocolate fountain in front of the customer. This is kind of example that I can, all the toppings and lemonade. Also in the Skittles, I think you have the information there. Yes, they told me it's not necessary bring that. It's like a canelote and lemonade. And lemonade fresh, and I'm gonna buy something to slice the machine, smash it, and make it. That's what it is. How to do.
Have you got one prepared that we can try or
I can
sample?
absolutely. You want me to do that?
Please.
Yes, I make it, and probably it's gonna be taste better when it's nice and fresh. But for now, it's just like a dip. What topping do you like? I have a caramel, I have a chocolate, I have a
would you like?
Nutella, and I have a tres leches.
David,
And the
would you like to try
toppings you take.
Sure. Lemonade.
No, chocolate,
Oh, sorry.
tres
Oh.
leches.
The flavor is kind of, it's gonna saggy, right? Okay, but when it's fresh, it's gonna taste better, I promise. Okay, so you wanna try any flavor, honey? You can go there.
Sure. Chocolate.
All right. It's kind of cold right now, sorry. What else?
It's cold outside, don't worry.
Yeah. What else, honey?
I don't care. What would you recommend?
You want me to make it like a little colorful? I can do that.
Oh, you could make that one. That one.
That one is better?
Chocolate.
All right. And I think- Oh my God, yes, I'm so nervous.
Don't worry.
Don't be nervous.
Very
Oh,
fun.
God. And I'm a server for many years, but I'm still,
It's okay.
Don't worry, you have plenty of time.
and I think that the kids like more this flavor. I
I'm
don't
not
know
a
what
kid
they-
anymore.
Somebody
you.
else?
Anybody else want to try one?
You want one? Okay. Nutella cake. That's what I get.
How long have you been doing this?
A server for almost 40 years. Right now I'm working in Sherman's Deli Restaurant.
Uh-huh.
But before I have a list, I can tell you my jobs. And what else, honey? All right.
How long have you been doing your business here?
No, I,
Is this your
it's
first
my
time?
first time that I don't know what to do. And
Oh,
of course, it's gonna be a nice place. The presentation is not gonna be like that. I'm gonna buy a nice, colorful thing. I'm gonna try to do more colorful thing possible to
Make
catch
sure
the
you-
eye.
make sure you have plenty of lighting.
Yeah,
So
I
we'll,
have a lot of questions about it, but right now I'm just thinking, and you like my waffle?
it might be a good idea for you to walk around the Village Fest during,
Well, I'm living in Palm Springs, so
Okay.
I almost go every week.
oh, so you
but
have
it's not
some
gonna-
idea what you
I try
need.
to get I'm gonna be 62 soon, so I will try to retirement and it's just gonna be my income.
Did you already have your health department permit? Did you already get the health?
I already
department?
was there,
Mhm.
and well, I think that this lady, she knows everything, the steps, because like I said, my first time, so I don't know what the next step. This lady told me, if you approve, we talk about insurance and license. Somebody
Can you-
else?
Can you respond to that, Steph?
They're, the way that they do things in October.
Mhm.
So now you get your health permit through me and then I submit everything to the health department.
But all vendors, even though we're handling that, all
Yes.
vendors are still required to follow all the county health department guidelines, yeah.
And they have the kitchen if necessary.
And we have been experiencing over the past several markets, health departments showing up on site and citing vendors.
So you have to have the permit before they can actually begin, is that correct? The
Yes.
actual permit?
Yeah, I turn it into the health department, yes.
Has that happened yet in this case?
No, because she hasn't
Because she's
started.
not in
Mhm.
it yet.
Right.
Because I know sometimes it says. there's
Usually it's
like
ahead of
a-
time. It used to be prior
Okay,
to
so
Village
now-
Fest, yeah. Because they would go to them first.
We're at 5 minutes.
Yes, thanks, David.
Okay, oh,
Are
sorry.
there any other questions for Susanna?
Will you have help at the booth?
Help somebody? Yeah, it's gonna be my son and my daughter, because I try to provide like a 4 tables, small ones, one is with lemonade, the conchitas and things like that. So I know they require the food permit.
Yeah.
Right, and I have it because I'm a server. So yes, you need a copy.
That'd be fun for kids. Good creative space and colors.
Yeah, I have a nice videos and the setup I try to make is like a, you know,
Will you be making the waffles or will you be bringing them already
no,
made?
I gonna make everything there
Okay,
because I know I've been reading and yeah, I already ordered the waffle thing, waffle stick. So I gonna make I don't wanna use dairy. It's gonna be like a water.
Mhm.
And I try to buy the organic to make the waffle in front to the customer because everybody likes to cook in front to us, right? And nice and fresh and in front to them.
Any other questions, comments?
I like the history and I like the shapes. You can also do.
Oh, you have the
Yeah.
pictures, yeah.
And you
Yeah,
can,
yeah, right now it's just emergency, you know.
okay.
It's because the stuff, the equipment is expensive, honey. So I don't wanna buy it and I don't pass for whatever reason and so. But else are on the way.
Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion. Do we accept Susie's sweet waffles?
Sushi sweet.
Is there a second?
I second it.
Okay, let's vote. Tom,
Yes.
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 Antonio,
Yes.
Bonnie, David.
Yes.
Congratulations. You don't have to be nervous anymore.
Ooh,
Oh, she's crying.
thank you, guys.
Congratulations.
Thank you, guys. Yes.
Elena Bulatova. Hi, Elena. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hi, so I'm Elena Bulatova. I've been here 2011 for the first time when I just moved from Russia. I create paintings and I started my career here on Village Fest. I do abstract works. So I brought only one smaller piece because I really work on big pieces and usually me and my husband, we do everything together and he's out of town. Here's some materials if you would like to see about us. We've been part of Village Fest till 2020 and I think we stopped because it was COVID and everything stopped at that time. And since 2011, we had first a booth on the corner where was the Maryland, and then we opened our gallery, Elena Bulatova Fine Art, and we had our booth there. So we exhibit abstract art, and I then 2014-15, I started to do sculptures like lollipops and popsicles. They're handmade. And then we moved, I started to do also very large scale stainless steel sculpture. So we've been in Miami for 3 years and we're back in town. I kept gallery in El Paseo since 2016 and we have a large fine art gallery in Las Vegas till now and showroom in Miami. But we're back in town and we wanted to rejoin Village Fest to have our booth there. So my secretary contacted the committee and they said I need to come in person again to do the everything, the process from scratch again. I don't know if you have any questions of what should I say more about the art, because we've been part of Village Fest for many, many years. And we had a booth, we submitted our designs of the booth and we'll be happy to rejoin.
How did you do last time?
Pass around that popsicle?
Sure.
It
Yeah.
is, that's cool.
I'd like you to describe how you make that.
Yeah, so first I started from lollipops and the popsicle was further. There is a mold that's created and it's like first mold, and after that there is a resin that's in gray part, like it's molded, okay, and then the wooden parts, they are separate. So the wooden part connects with the resin mold, which is all like kind of moon shape. It's gray, it's all sanded. Then it's hand painted and they come up with different colors. Like I brought some brochures from the time. This is like larger actually colors. Hand painted, and then there is like a clear coat to protect it. Let's see, like basically in the gallery, we showcase, these are smaller pieces that I brought. Usually like we have a medium size and a larger size, like 48-inch. This lollipop, actually I have exhibit of my fine art, all lobby of Hyatt Hotel. It's my abstract paintings, building 500 is full of my paintings, 3 stories. Then Hotel Paseo on El Paseo, they purchased some of our work. And this is just locally, I would say. And we've been serving Coachella Valley since 2011. So it's so many country clubs, collectors locally, and of course international as well, that we ship art worldwide. I'll find some more sizes.
A picture of the skateboard maybe, and you talked about mirrors, if you could.
Yeah, mirrors, I can tell you also. So since we opened gallery, like I started to be not only artist, but like, how to say, you run a retail business basically, and you think what else we can offer our collectors. And I started to create different artworks. Mirrors, I probably launched since 2018. They are made with CNC machine. The parts are cut, but everything is assembled by hand with me and my husband. So the series, they're called You're Beautiful. They are kind of like affirmation. They're mirrors, you look in them and you see positive information. My husband suggested me to add LED lights, so it's also all connected in the back. And they come with the different sizes, from smaller sizes and to 48 by 48 inches and larger, probably by 72 inches. And the skateboards, I hand paint on them. This is another medium. So if this is canvas, and again, I don't stretch my own canvases because I'm very busy creating art. So canvases, the skateboards, they're available as boards for creating skateboards or art, whatever. So I buy those skateboards, but I hand paint them myself. I have videos of those as well, how I hand paint them.
So all your pieces are original?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And generally in the gallery, 90%, we do our own art, me and my husband. Many pieces we collaborate together. Maybe 10%, it's a lot of artists usually come and ask us to represent them, but we usually specialize on our own art. But it's in galleries. But in Village Fest, we would like to showcase our own work.
And so if I understand correctly, I will see a number of these, or will I come and say, oh, that's great, but I'd like it in yellow?
You
do
can
that?
ask me. Yes, we
And then you can make it
specialize
for
in custom pieces. Yes. Like I have a catalog, like I don't have so many right now, but at some point we had like a rainbow color. And then right now I was in the gallery preparing today. We did special collection of it, glitter. So I still have it from 2019, probably one, everything else sold. And I had them in different sizes, smaller like this, and medium size, and stainless steel.
And these are the same, what price is this one? Is
So
considered
this one
medium?
is for, this one, can't see like this.
Is it the
can-
same as that?
Can I see close? Yeah, this is the same. This is close up of the same one. These are, yeah.
Are
these
they
are-
small or medium? Which
This
one
is small.
Okay.
This is small. Medium would be like this size, and I do have picture of it.
Okay.
Mhm.
And what is a chrome lollipop?
Chrome lollipop, it is a chrome finish. So these are finish. You can see like, again, paint and clear finish, and chrome would be like a chrome metallic paint. Metallic paint on it. Like, I mean, this is a different chrome. This is stainless steel chrome, but more like metallic finish chrome lollipop.
Any other board questions?
These are bigger sizes. Would be medium size, so you can see next to me.
Very nice work, Elaine.
Thank you.
Are we ready for a motion?
I'll make a motion to bring back the Land Bulletin to the Village Fest.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thanks, Tom. Let's vote. David?
Yes.
Bonnie?
Yes.
Antonio?
Yes.
I say yes. And Tom?
Yes.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. We're glad to have you
Thank
back.
Did you do
Yeah, and I think it was my first 5-10 paintings that I ever did, and my husband brought really large paintings. And now we really have very large scale work, but he's out of town, so I brought just smaller representations. Yeah.
Very nice.
If you'd like, you can keep the brochures. I just need the black,
Yeah.
like those
Yeah.
ones. Thank
The
you.
booklets, you need this one back.
Yeah, I guess, yes. Do you need to stay till the end?
Pardon me?
Do I need to state?
No,
your
you may
name?
go.
Yeah, Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Ryan, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Thank you. Well, we're ready to hear your story and watch you perform.
So, I have been performing since I was very little. I grew up from a musical family. My father was a choir director, and yeah, I didn't really make it big in Hollywood. I didn't want to be in Hollywood anyways, but I find joy playing out in the streets. So, and just connecting with real people out there, and it's an honor to be here tonight, by the way. I'm a little intimidated. I didn't know what to expect, but um, I guess I'll sing a song for you guys. Is this how it works?
Yep, please.
Any song requests?
Give us your best shot.
I'll sing you guys this song by Bill Withers. It's called Just the Two of Us.
His mic is picking up, it's too loud.
I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through to make those rainbows in my mind. Is when I think of you sometime. I want to spend my time with you. Oh, just the two of us. Who can make it if it's just the two of us? Just you and I. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. Just you and I. We'll look for love, no time for tears. Raise the water so that inside it'll make the flowers grow. Good things might come to those who wait, but never those who wait too late. We gotta go for what we know. Now just the two of us. Who can make it if it's just the two of us? Just you and I. Now just the two of us, building castles in the skies. Just the two of us, just you and I.
Thank you, Ryan.
Hey,
Welcome.
Ryan.
Thank you.
Any questions for Ryan? Or
I
questions?
think the system isn't really made so much for singing.
Yeah,
It's a mic.
As far as the sound system not you, that was great. I just think it's didn't come through correctly. I don't think that it was you.
we
Oh.
didn't hear your guitar. The microphone wasn't picking
It's
it up,
okay,
but we
though.
heard you sing.
Oh no.
No.
Okay.
I can
Yeah,
find you
we've
on
only heard you
Instagram
sing
if you're
it.
curious. It's there.
It's okay. I just wanted to say though that you could tell it was like glitching a little bit. It wasn't you, it was the transmission here.
I see.
I'm sure it's excellent.
I promise you it is.
Okay.
You can talk to Faith, because she
Yes.
saw me perform out there, and I didn't know at that time that I have to like go through the process. But she let me perform anyways because like I had a crowd. So and I promised her that I'll join this meeting. I want to do it right and not just like go out there.
Very good.
Willing to make it right.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Your
respect
attitude
that.
makes you a winner.
That's right, that's right. Thank you.
Ryan, how often would you be coming out to perform? Just whenever you scheduled?
Yeah.
And then because you're based in La Jolla, right?
So my auntie lives in Hemet, so I was based in La Jolla, but I left that area. I travel for work, so I'm staying in Hemet right now, California. But I'm still in and out of San Diego and Arizona, Northern California. I travel a lot, so. But for the past 4 years, I was based in San Diego.
Any other questions? I'll make a motion. I move that we add Ryan Albao to Village Fest.
I'll second.
Let's vote. Tom?
Yes.
I say yes. Antonio?
Yes.
Bonnie?
Yes.
David? Congratulations. Welcome.
Yes. Thanks, guys. I was just gonna say, when Abby Carter was there, I did sing a couple songs with her, and that was pretty cool. When she was
You
still
see-
there.
You see,
Yeah.
Village Fest can launch you to great heights, so. we're looking forward to
Yes.
great things.
Wow, I'm so stoked. Thanks, guys.
Faith will
Thank
coordinate
you.
with you on the next steps.
Sure.
Thank you.
Should I stay on
You
the
don't
meeting
have to,
or?
No, you may go.
Okay. Well, God bless you guys. Thanks again for
Thanks.
this. Love y'all. Peace and love.
Dustin Nyman. Dustin, hi.
How are you guys?
Good.
I'm like fighting the urge to say, "Hey, sharks." I don't know. I still that to faith, but so my name is Dustin Nyman, and this is my girlfriend Crystal. So we're just here. We have a clothing brand. It's been out since 2023. We're called the Burnt Out Collective. A portion of all our proceeds goes to suicide prevention. So a little quick like backstory about me. In 2010, my mother committed suicide, and in 2020, my father did as well. So being a single parent, well, luckily I have her now as well. The mother of my two children is out there, and funny enough, Hemet doing fentanyl and that kind of stuff. She lost all full custody. I gained full custody of my children. Basically, what we stand for is we stand for anyone who's been through any kind of trauma in their lives whatsoever. It doesn't matter if it's something from addiction to mental health awareness, which I think is super important as well, to like a broken heart, homelessness, poverty, incarceration, being judged, being bullied, being slandered or judged by one's sexuality, creed, whatever, it doesn't matter. We accept everyone as is, and we just want everyone to be able to heal. Say like, we don't hang out day by day, right? You have different opposite values or lives, just lifestyles. Doesn't mean I can't encourage you to heal as a person and love you as you are. Through clothes, through empathy, pain, compassion, and art is what I usually say. So we have a website out. I took everything down for a while for the website since 2023 to 2024. And I just wanted to be able to work on my quality of garments and different things I do as well, instead of having 10 or 12 different designs, launching 3 or 4 at a time, waiting about another month or two, launching a couple more as well. Just making sure that the garments and the quality is perfect.
Please show us your work. Sure.
I'm wearing some, she's wearing some too as well. We have women's tanks. And then if I can pass it along for you guys to
So
take a
this
look
is
at.
the woman's tank. It comes out a little bit more on the bottom side, the bottom end.
Designs. So I have unisex t-shirts. I have men's tanks and I have women's tanks as well. I'll just start passing out some stuff to show you my designs. It's all my original artwork and everything too. I'm a licensed business since 2023. We're a Riverside County born and raised clothing brand as well. We also go by 215 on there. So we have a 215 tag on the back of this. The 215 freeway is one of the major freeways in Riverside County. However, the second letter of the alphabet would be a B, and the 15th letter of the alphabet would be an O for burnt out too as well. So it kind of like, goes all in the sorts. So I have a bunch of hats. You guys want to take a look at them? That's fine, just to show you. We have beanies as well. We have slouch beanies for people with longer hair, different things like that as well. Sorry, I knocked that down, Tom. So our t-shirts are kind of like this. This one's going to be a front, no matter what t-shirt, the whole design on it. Sorry. And so basically all mine are titled. This one's called A Beautiful Disaster. Basically kind of like my mom's suicide. Something beautiful can come out of tragedy, and through this, through suicide, unfortunately, it helped me curb and change my life through it as well, and become something that I believe in, strongly, and I want to incorporate to my children and teach my children. This one is a t-shirt on the front pocket, and it's also on the back. And this one's called Emotional Rose, so emo rose on this one. This one's the barcode, which is the same kind of like what I'm wearing here as well. Basically, it stands for, not having to be conforming like every single person has to be. Everyone heals differently. Everyone lives and loves and works differently and does different things, but it's to, think outside the box, but, not to the point where you like commit crimes and do things like that as well, but like, just to not to forget who you are through everything.
And also to never give up.
Mm-hmm.
Never give up, to keep going no matter what. We've all been through trauma. All of us have experienced some kind of trauma at one point in our life. So it's kind of to bring us together to be able to get through that trauma and to encourage each other and support each other through it.
Mm-hmm.
Justin, please describe to us how these are made.
Okay.
Keeping in mind what I said when we started, we want to make sure that you understand that this is an artisan fair.
Yeah.
And so you need to walk us through, I know you buy the t-shirt,
Yeah.
and then how you make it.
That's a great question. Yeah. So basically, Gregory, what it is I draw my own designs. I sketch them out. I do everything I have to do. I take that and I make a complete version of it, kind of like in the pictures that were shown there. I took the background out of this one though, for the shirt. But like I'll draw. I've been drawing portraits for years. I've been an artist, for my whole life. So, and I take the design, I finish it, and then after that is a process where you take it to a computer called vectorizing it. So, because you could take a picture with a color pencil or a marker or anything, and it won't come out correctly on there. So I take everything and I get it vectorized by myself from a program like Photoshop. There's Canva. There's different ones like that as well. Once I get it vectorized, I take that and I have a guy in Texas that does a good deal in shirts. So, I mean, I was more in Southern California for that, but that can't be the shirt deal here as well. So the garments, they come out, I order what I want exactly, and I give them my vector design and everything too. And each thing they step by step come back to me and let me know, do you want it here? I said, no, I want to change it to like make a pocket t-shirt or this or that or whatever. So I have a step in every single process of it, no matter what, even from creating it. And so after that, we'll get those made as well. And then so I have over probably like 115 different designs. This has been my baby since 2007. Originally, I was on the different side of the tracks, and burnt out would be just like something we laugh at somebody when they're kind of, when they make a mistake or when they do something or whatever, they need to, straighten up their lives and that kind of stuff. After my mother committed suicide, and it changed all its meaning to me. So basically the word burnt out means anyone could get burnt out. I didn't think you get burnt out like on a job or anything like that, and
I think your story is touching, and I appreciate the work that you're doing and what you stand for and what you're speaking about. But I need to understand, I hear you say that you have intellectual property in this design, that you've designed this.
Yeah, 100%.
But I don't see, I'm not convinced that you're making 75% of this.
Oh,
And that's what you need to convince me of, and the rest of the board members here. Take this, for instance. How did this come to be, and how did it get on this hat?
So that's a good question too. There's different designs for different things. This is a DTG, direct to garment. So this is a different specific example. This is a DTF, direct to fabric. Thank
But
you
you
very
did
much.
not put that on the
Yeah,
garment.
yes, I have.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me
Yeah.
how you did that. How
So it
did-
depends on different things for different shirts, which looks better, which doesn't. So basically that you take an ironing press and you have the ironing press, you put a Teflon paper underneath it, in between it. You take the shirt, on it has like, like if you cut something like cookies or anything like that in the kitchen. Or it has measurements on it, you put it to where it has to go. You take the heat press, and you press it onto it, and you take it off.
So your Texas guy isn't making them, that's where you're getting your blanks from, is that what?
My blanks, yeah, correct, yeah, and then so
I
basically.
think that wasn't.
that I did.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, sir, yeah,
No,
yeah.
I did, that's what I
So,
didn't understand.
I take my designs, this is a different part, I take my designs, so I have a version that's also
We're
been
8.5
embroidered.
minutes.
Thanks, Dave.
Sorry about that, guys. And then, so basically what I do is I sew everything on completely myself, and it has an iron-on backing as well.
We
Can I
weren't
ask two-
catching that part of your
Thank you.
story here.
Yeah.
You've answered my questions
Yeah.
now. Thank you very much. I
Sorry,
appreciate it.
yeah.
No.
For clarification purposes, I believe you started out by saying you're associated with a nonprofit or you donate?
No, so a portion of my proceeds goes to suicide prevention.
Okay.
So shirts basically cost 30, right?
Mhm.
Anywhere from 5 to 7 goes out to suicide prevention from that, because I'm also for profit as well, because I have 2 kids to feed as
I
well.
think that's a way,
I'm a-
that's an amazing thing to
Yeah.
promote. You need to put a
And then-
banner or something on
Yeah,
like
we
that.
do. And I've actually, from the pictures I originally showed you, I just want to show you real quickly, I've updated my,
No, I just want to say you should promote that. My other two quick
so
comments.
our-
On your
my ten's
application-
nice now compared to everything else, but.
On your application, you don't have anything about the hats and beanies, but you have them here. They're just not listed technically on the application.
Write them on there.
Well, I-
Just want to make sure.
Oh, yeah, I did.
I didn't see, it's on, I didn't go on the front page. Sorry.
It's on.
You're fine. So basically, yeah. And I have a website as well, legit website as well. Everything does the same thing. However, and I'm all over Riverside County and Riverside and Corona and this and that. However, we live in Desert Hot Springs. We want to make Palm Springs our home location.
Good, thank you. Let's,
Yeah.
are there any other board questions or comments? No. Is there a motion?
I'll move to accept the Burnout Collective.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, David. We'll vote. Tom?
Yes.
I'll say yes. Antonio?
Yes.
Bonnie?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Thanks for your good
Thank
work.
you.
I appreciate you guys. and Thank you very much.
You should form a
Definitely promote
nonprofit.
that.
Yes.
No, really.
Eventually. Thank you very much.
It's like $300.
Ricardo DeMayo?
I'll tell them.
Good luck, everybody else. Have a good day, okay? Hello.
Is this order changed?
From chocolate chips.
Chocolicious, that sounds good.
Yeah, we have, you can.
We brought a sample to
We got a sample.
everyone.
Basically, what we do, we just make fresh strawberries with melted chocolate on top. And also, we do seasonal fruits like apples, grapes, pineapples. And we also make it the Dubai style, the
You'll pass it.
and yeah. Rachel, you wanna talk a little bit about?
Yeah, we've been in the business for a long time, but now we're starting doing like community events and we're licensed, we insurance, we have everything, we have a kitchen. And we're excited to bring our chocolate to the event, so.
Yeah,
Mhm,
usually
just
what
some-
you're getting on the sample is a little different because we have, the chocolate is warm.
Yeah,
It's
now
gonna be
it's
nice and
kind of,
melted
yeah, we
through
just
the-
need a little sample for now, but usually it's really warm, so we make it really good.
You're all strawberries, no other berries?
No, we do have a different fruits. We all, the berries, we do strawberries only, but also we do a lot of the apples and also grapes.
Cool.
We started
Yeah.
making the pineapples, but we don't have it too much
Yeah,
coming
it's
out.
not
That's
hard
why-
like that, it's just because it gets hard, yeah, but usually it's really warm and it tastes really good. It's good.
I think this is great. I think this is nice.
But usually that's the smaller portion. We do on the 12 ounces cups.
Ah.
And the apples, we make it on the bowls. It's a little different than, yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah,
It's a way different. We try to bring the chocolate melter here to make it,
Make it warm here for you guys, but it wasn't possible, so.
It's cold outside. It's okay.
I missed, maybe you said it, but where do you source your strawberries from? Where do you source your strawberries?
Oh, you get it from the market in LA? Yes.
Yeah, sometimes we go to the
Especially,
farmers too. There's one
We
in
have a local
Redlands.
farmers, but usually they shut down because right now it's not
It's
a
not the
season for
season,
strawberry.
so.
That's why we have to source from the big market.
From LA, yeah.
So
try
will
to
you
get the-
typically, if you have a booth, have more than one fruit for people to pick from, or will you just have strawberries one night?
No, we usually
We have
bring
it all.
apples and strawberries or apples, grapes and strawberries. Depends like
On the
what are we
season,
getting,
yeah.
If we look at the strawberries, it doesn't look so great. We bring less strawberries and we bring more
So
apples
people
and
will
grapes.
order and you will make it up there. for them.
Exactly, yeah,
Yes.
fresh, yeah.
We have all the cups ready to go. The only thing we make it on the booth, we pour the chocolate on the top. And if you wanted the Dubai style, we put the pistachio cream and then we all the ingredients and yeah.
Let me ask you, are your containers sustainable? Are these recyclable?
Yes.
Yes.
And you were to do forks and service. but-
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
everything,
yes,
and
yeah.
napkins,
Forks,
everything,
napkins, And
yeah.
also we share drinks like sodas, water, energy drinks.
Yeah, we have a nice, cute setup.
Red Bull, you're gonna sell Red Bull.
Oh, yeah, I love Red Bull.
BYOB.
Yeah.
BYOB.
Yeah, very good.
Do you do other events?
Yeah, we do schools and we do other community services.
Birthday
We're from-
parties. Yeah, we start more on the community events now, but we start everything doing more like birthday parties, and then we started going to my kids' school, and then when we came up with the idea to say, let's make like for the community events.
Yes.
That's when we apply. We get the insurance, kitchen. We have a kitchen here in Palm Spring. Yep.
Only dark chocolate, no white chocolate?
Yes,
or-
yes,
we have
we
a
have
dark,
white.
white, and milk.
Yeah,
Very good.
all three.
Excellent,
Yes.
that's good to know.
Yes.
Any board questions?
Very good.
Oh, there they
I can't see it now.
Very good.
I wish it was warm and melted.
No.
but-
Is there a motion?
I make a motion to approve Chocolicious
Is there a second?
Village Fest.
I'll say.
Thanks, Tom. Let's vote. David?
Yes, as long as you do raspberries once or twice. every-
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
Bonnie, yes. Antonio?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, Tom. Congratulations.
Yay,
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you guys so
Thank you.
much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Can we just leave it here?
Uh,
There's one more. Thank you. Thank you.
We have to wait or we can?
No, you're free to go.
All right, thank you, guys.
Thank you. Shane? Hi. I was gonna try to pronounce your last name, Shane, but I thought, I'll let you tell us.
It's not Kardashian,
No.
but it's Kishishian,
Kashish.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it right.
which is very
Gonna be pretty
alike.
close.
Like Kardash means brother, and Keshish means priest.
Ah,
So
brother priest.
the old Armenian last names. So, thank you. Thank you for having me here. I'm excited because over 25 years, I've been a fan of the Village Fest.
Good.
First time I moved here was way back then, around 2001, post 9/11. Since then, I've been in and out of the Village Fest. This time around, Faith got my attention. I've been wanting to come in with another product a year and a half ago, but you already had a couple of food vendors doing the corn and the potatoes and so on. With this started, I was taking care of my mom. I lost her early this year in May, but our time together, the dialogue that she used was coffee, Armenian coffee, handmade over the stove. And early this year, before she passed, I started thinking, okay, how can I come back to the Village Fest and bring a product that would work? And this is how I came up with it. I'm very involved in the Armenian community. In the diaspora Armenian, Los Angeles, artists, culture, faith, and so on, with the Armenian Church in Rancho Mirage. I got in touch with a couple of artists, and one of the artists did this tray, and she calls it Art That Serves. So that's one of the things besides making the coffee, I teamed up with an artist that does Armenian art. And this is one of the samples, and you guys can look at it.
Do you sell these?
So I will be selling these. I'm not set up to sell them yet, but I got her in the Rancho Mirage River. I don't know if you've seen it, they display the artists in the empty spaces. So we got her into the valley, and we're gonna team up when I get into the Village Fest. That's gonna help. Or down the line, I'm gonna figure something out so that I can incorporate products besides the coffee and the tea and so on. So this is how I prepare it. I have a cart that's custom made. It is propane ran. It has the water dispenser. Everything is set in one. It works very well. Faith has seen it. I worked alongside, where did you see me? At Oscars.
Oscars.
So about a month I was at Oscars. About 5 months I was at La Bonitas across the UPS store. So I don't know if any one of you have had it, at least one of you. And it's gotten really good attention because I tell the story. I tell the story of Armenia. I tell the pre-Christian era as well as the post-Christian era. And it comes with that bird letters. And the name Surj means coffee. And the U is actually a S in Armenian. And these are the bird letters that signifies the Armenian Christian era that came in 3rd century. And the kingdom of Armenia. The name Shahe also means king. So the brand came in Surj, and you're gonna have coffee with a king or coffee with Shahe. And that's yours truly. And this is the other art piece that Zephyr Art has created. And she has several arts that is there. So that's one artist that directly I'll be representing and bringing her along. Other than that, getting into the Village Fest, coffee is the core product, which I make on the spot, and I use sand as well. So I came up with the sand product that actually gets hot and infuses the coffee. And this is the quick way of me of doing the coffee.
Do you serve it in your own items, or do you have reusable, recyclable things?
So everything that I purchase, I try to find recyclable product or it will be recycled. So that is, I'm gonna handle everything that's from the coffee grinds to the cups, everything that I do, I wanna make sure that I respect and sustain and continue turning over and being a good example to the environment. The coffee I get is from San Francisco. It's Armenian owned. They've been around 50 years. It's an organic coffee. I decided to go with them because they're Armenian. And second, they are a good product, quality product. They've been out of San Francisco 3 generations. I've tried 3, 4 different ones, including Athena's that you have at the Village Fest. The gentleman does both the pastries and the coffee itself. His coffee is good, but this coffee is much better. I liked what happened with this coffee. And real quick, I'll show you how it's done.
We're at 5 minutes.
Thank you.
And then you guys can ask me questions. Usually it's 1 spoon to a cup. And here I'll do 3. And you can pass this around and get the story of the family. And this would visually be over sand or over the stove. Very simple. Coffee, water, and usually I'll throw in 1 pack of sugar to infuse it faster. I brought these as visuals. These are the cups that we use. When I do catering, these are the things that I come up with. And this is the tea, and this is the coffee product. And then over sand, this goes very fast. Within like a minute or 2, it infuses and it boils, and the coffee is ready. That's how fast Turkish, Arabic, or Armenian coffee is done.
Traditionally, it's not served with cream. I'm not a coffee.
So traditionally, we're like the Italians.
Okay.
Don't mess with my coffee.
Okay. Tell the story then.
But this last 6 months, not only I was challenged, I started using cream myself for acidity reasons. This is lower acid content. That's the other thing I like about this coffee. But actually, the Armenian coffee with cream turned out pretty decent. So who would like some? I brought cups for everyone. I also brought teas that I mix. And these are the rose water tea and the date molasses tea. These are really good.
So you don't do the teas in front of people. You've made this at home?
I make it at home because usually this is the smaller. I'll have a bigger jug. So if I'm gonna be in the Village Fest with high traffic, there's no way I can have all the products and make.
And are
it-
these served hot or cold or both?
These are cold, usually iced. And what I add on with these really cool is organic rose petals
Good, nice.
and pine nuts, and I usually roast this. So I'll have a pan, I'll be roasting this on the spot. The senses will go, and this is going very good. And this is called the Jaleb in Lebanon, Lebanese Armenian. And this is the date molasses. That's delicious. That's
Is your
my-
dates here local?
So the dates, this one that I mixed is not local.
Okay.
But we do have a relationship. We do date cookies with the ranchers out in the valley. There's a couple. And one is Armenian and the other one is, you had suggested, I forget the name. A lot of people use, it, but there are two
In
famous.
the interest of time, if you'd let us
Right.
taste, please. So we-
Yes.
Thank you.
And so they, would he have to come back if he wanted to sell the?
Yes, we'll
The
talk about
artist
it.
would have to.
We'll have to talk about it.
And I can have the artist with me next time when we,
We'll,
when we're ready
we'll
for that.
address that one.
Rose?
I'll do the rose.
Rose is one of my favorites. I also mix it with rose water and it becomes,
Do you offer the tea as hot as well?
this tea, no, but I do have a tea with cardamom. It's a black tea with cardamom, famous in Turkey. So try this. And usually the presentation is a little bit of the rose petals. Next, date, rose water, coffee. Coffee. All right, you guys.
Serious, 3 coffees.
The coffee,
I got a time limit here.
the coffee I might say is probably the best coffee I've had. And yes, it is strong. I did bring creamers. So
Be up all
No,
night.
I want to experience
you
it
can
the
get
way
a
you
little nervous
recommend.
out here.
You're doing great.
Thank you.
Is Armenian coffee one that could be served chilled or on ice as well?
Yes, so a lot of people, I would say a good third of my clientele locally turn out to be ice cold.
Okay. Yeah,
Coffee
during
drinkers.
summer, during these heat, yeah.
And I gave them an option. I did a large chill, I chilled overnight coffee. That was really good, but a lot of people wanted this because it has the cardamom.
Okay,
So yes.
we're at 10 minutes.
Yeah, we need to move on.
I would like to say that he has a very nice Instagram presence and people really like him. They say a lot of really nice things about him. So I was glad to see you here today.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, really though, and it's different, you know, what they're saying and how he's presenting and such.
It's reasonably priced too. I mean, people pay $5 for a cup of coffee.
I would like to try the date tea, and I think
Yes.
several of us would like to try that.
Done, I'll mix it up.
Want some more tea for people? Which one,
It's a
rose or
Christmas brooch.
the rose?
Right up.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Hey, you're finally my assistant.
Anyone else would like rose to try
You
the
know,
rose tea?
black coffee's always strong.
You know, let me have a little taste. I just like to taste something.
Have no sense.
That's plenty.
By the curiosity, what are the calorie intakes or the calorie contents?
The exact calorie I haven't done, but I will do it. Once I
It's just a
have.
question that
Yeah.
people will ask.
So.
I mean, this does taste kind of sweet. Is there sweetener in it?
Molasses.
Okay.
It's a molasses base. It's a natural sweetener. So a lot of it that comes from here is sugar cane, molasses. So it's healthier version of, yeah.
Which one is it?
Just a question that people will ask. Can I get something sugar-free or caffeine-free or
Anyone
whatever?
wants pine nuts? To try the pine nut? No? Yes?
Let us move forward. We've gone
Yes.
way over time. Are there any questions for Shai? I have a comment.
Yes.
You mentioned you wanted to sell these items. Is that what I heard you say?
Eventually, yes. So I'm gonna be setting up a store. Right now, I'm working with artists as well as manufacturers. The whole idea is again to help the Armenian entity, at the same time, bring that Armenian entity, because it's never really been done. A lot of even Armenian-owned businesses, they say they're Greek, Mediterranean, like Athena's, right? Or the Santorini, he's a Turkish background, Cyprus, he has another story to it, but he doesn't say it. So this is gonna talk about Armenian.
I
Armenian
think
culture and
these are
art.
interesting and the art is nice, but to be clear, what we'll vote on tonight is your coffee and your tea, not this.
Absolutely.
So if this is going to be sold at Village Fest, we need to see that artist come in.
Absolutely. Yes. And then one more note to consider, I'll be working with caterers. So when coming in, I will do the coffee and the tea only, but I am interested in bringing Armenian pastries too. So that would be, again, locally
You
done.
would have to come back before us if you want to add that.
And then I have some gifts for you guys.
They have cookies. They can bring cookies.
You do have cookies.
And I will leave this for you for your time. So these are the Armenian gatas, these are the sesame cookies, and these are the date cookies.
Thank you.
And again, those dates will be locally once we get into the Village Festival.
Okay, but you're gonna start out with just coffee and tea.
Yes, the tea,
Cookies are on the house.
coffee, and yes.
Any other board questions or comments? The date tea is delicious.
So is the rose petal.
Yeah. How about a motion?
I'll motion to accept him into Village Fest.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Good, let's vote. David?
Yes.
Bonnie?
Yes.
Antonio?
Yes.
Yes, on the date tea alone. That's
I
it.
appreciate you. Thank you.
Tom?
Yeah, I'm not a.
And wait until,
Congratulations.
thank you, and wait until you try it with the roasted nuts. So it's another level
I
of,
wanted over some ice with a cookie.
done.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks, guys, for your patience. Thank you.
Joe, are you here? You're next, so we'll let him clean up. So you need to set up or do anything?
I don't even work for the file. Foster,
And then check the timer and
The timer.
in order, stop the come. Sergeant at
Give it to Joanne.
That's what he calls.
so you've always done this? No.
I will.
I know, right? Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, Joe. You're ready.
Yeah, my name's Joe.
Welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, guys, so I do a lot of small leather goods. All my leather, all the leather I use to make everything here comes from Tuscany, Italy. So got a few little examples of the things I so here. So these are my most popular ones. We got. I show everyone when I do markets and people love these, but this is mine. I carry but cash up here in front, cards right back here. So it's a pretty minimalist design, but it's pretty simple and a lot of people like that. But I do a lot of colorful stuff. That's like my thing here. So it's very eye-catching. Well, the leather I get, it's already dyed from the tannery, but whenever I'm making things, I do different color combinations, which you can see more in some 5-4 colors, like these designs. So these ones I designed so that all the pockets here are facing inward. So when you close it, nothing's gonna fall out of there. So there's still more of a minimalist design. I hand punch all the holes along the edge of the pockets on here. So I like getting creative with the designs I do. They're not really traditional designs. But they're more minimalist and they're unique. And I also like doing, yeah, the different colors with everything here. So I've got these snap bifolds here. And then I also have the same thing, but without the snaps also. Those. And
Are those considered bifold?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if I pass, I don't know if you want.
Yeah, that'd be great.
There's a
Thank you.
nice soft texture to this leather too. I used to buy leather. Well, I purchased most of my leather from Italy. I used to get stuff from France and Germany and different places around the world. And I started doing that a few years back. I was taking classes on how to do luxury goods. I was getting into luxury handbags and luxury wallets. And I started exploring other tanneries. There's some nice ones in this country, but the colors are very just, I don't know, they're very plain. So yeah, I started, yeah. So I purchased from a few tanneries out there, and this is my favorite tannery. So I've been using this leather for about 9 years now, and it's very popular. So, but yeah, I've got the bifolds, the little minimalist ones here, and I've got a couple more that are similar to those ones because I like doing different colors with those. So I've got these, a couple more, and these are also little minimalist ones. Oh, that one, yeah. That is a stitchless design. So
I would like you to describe how you made it.
oh yeah, so I have these dies that I had custom made. They're for my press. So basically I put a piece of leather in the press and I put the die on it. So the die is kind of like a cookie cutter, but for leather. So I use the press to push that down and it cuts out that shape. And then I can, I go through and I bevel the edges so they're rounded. And then I go through and I burnish them so they're all smooth. And then I put a crease mark around the edge of everything I do. So you'll see these little lines more for aesthetics on there. So it's a pretty nice little aesthetic, but I do that for everything there. And then that one, I put the snaps on there, got a little snap setter for that. And then I weave the sides in and it secures that. So yeah. But yeah, I got into this as a hobby 18 years ago and yeah, I didn't really expect to do much with it. But yeah, in 2016, everyone kept telling me, like, hey, you should start a business. So I started shopping my stuff around in stores. And I used to be in stores up in the Pacific Northwest years ago. But then when the pandemic hit, some of the stores closed permanently and that pushed me into getting into markets, which I love. So, so that's what I've been doing for, yeah, a few years now. And I've got a couple markets I do up there weekly, but those are ending and I'd like to go somewhere else and try something, a new place. So
your work is beautiful.
Thank you.
How are you going to display this and demonstrate this?
Oh, yeah.
When you showed us, it's
Yeah.
much more interesting than just looking at it and told us what it is. Thank you.
Yeah, so I've had all my displays. I had someone custom make those for me. So they're all matching and each one's specific for different wallet designs. So the way I have it, I've got, like right now at a market I'm doing, I have a corner booth. So I've got them all, they're about this high. So everything sits open up like this. And I've got lighting that comes down on everything. So they really do catch people's attention when they're walking by because they're very vibrant.
You'll be doing the stitching and designing there?
Oh, no, I do that before. Yeah, but I do everything here I do myself. So yeah. But yeah, the displays they basically have everything I make is just sit straight up on shelves. And I've got 6 different color combinations for each bifold, also these ones. And then for these wallets here, I've got 15 different colors that I do, but I also do a contrasting stitch color. So this is just one piece of leather folded together. And that's why I just have the one color of leather on those. But everything is, yeah, sitting up so people can see. So.
Very nice.
I like that you stamped them with your business
Yeah, I do.
name.
People
I-
love that. And then up at the market I do in Portland, I started doing, well, actually, I'm in Oregon, but I do the Oregon Made on there and people love it. We have a lot of tourists come through there. When I started putting that on there, I started selling a lot more too, because I've noticed a lot of people, they would see that because I had it on a couple wallets just to try it first and everyone loved that. So I started adding it to everything. So, yeah.
Any other board comments or questions?
Do you have enough inventory?
I do, yes. Yeah, I've got, I do very well up there. So every week I've got a whole new inventory I remake. And I've, yeah, got a lot of stuff to do each week. So it's been keeping me pretty busy. So
Any of your sizes are compatible with mobile devices?
they are about that size. I am going to make some actually. I did buy some magnets and the magnets I purchased were actually marketed as Apple magnets, but I tried one. I have a whole design for it. They were not very strong and I want mine to be at least as good or better than Apple's. So yeah, so I'm actually going to buy some more magnets. I will have some, they are, oh,
I'm
yeah,
so
this right
concerned
here.
about all the water over there.
Oh yeah, I'm yeah.
Idea.
But yeah, this design here, basically I have this, but I've got a whole nother pocket I added to the front. And the one I tried, there's a magnet I basically stitched on the inside here, so it will stick to the back of the phone. But I need to get some better magnets before I actually start incorporating that into this. So.
Yeah, that's how I live.
Yeah. I know, because I get a lot of people asking about things like that, so.
Joe, will you be incorporating some bright leather goods to it too, or are you just sticking to the wallets?
Just these, yeah, that one is something I started on the side, when the pandemic hit, just because I was a little bit slower. I'm in recovery myself, and as a whole, just an idea, I made something for myself. People reached out and they liked them, and now I just started making those, and I have people reaching out from around the world, and I think it's great. I don't really make a whole lot of money off those because they're cheaper items, but it's nice that I get to, I reach out to other people, that I've never met, and I customize something for them. And those are all handmade, they're hand stitched, and thank you. Yeah,
So
so,
you, on Instagram, you have what I assume is a bookmark that has
yes.
that we could not have in Village
Oh,
Fest.
yeah, those, I know, I do have some that I do not use in certain markets just because they are a little bit more vulgar. In some places, I always check first before that. So like, I've got one here, for example, with like my logo on it.
Fine.
Yeah, so I have about a dozen different bookmark designs. So some I do not use, and some, it
Yeah,
really
that
depends.
one.
I always check when it's something that I'm not sure about, so, yeah.
Any other board questions or comments?
I've got some key rings as well. So I always do contrasting, some of them. This one's all solid black. The solid black is very popular, but I have a lot of different ones with with different colors. So basically I make leather washers, so I can put the washer on there, have a contrasting stitch color for all of these. So, yeah.
Okay, how about a motion?
I make a motion that we approve Ramblin' Leather Goods.
Great. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Good. Let us vote. Tom?
Yes.
I say yes. Antonio?
Yes.
Bonnie?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Good, you're in. I
Thank
can't
you.
wait. I'm gonna come buy one.
Where'd the name come from?
Yeah.
Very nice
Ramblin'?
stuff.
Yeah, actually, before this, I was traveling the country riding freight trains throughout my teen years up until my 20s. And I was jumping off, I wouldn't do, there was a different time then. I was a little more adventurous. I still am, but in different ways. But I was jumping off a freight train in Indiana, and my wallet fell out of my pocket on the train. I got off and then realized that, and I went back and it took off. And then a few weeks later, I ended up in Portland. And I've been there since. Someone gave me a place to stay, and right when I got off the street then, I was also having issues with addiction. So that's what got me into buying some scrap leather, and that was keeping me busy for a while. I've got a lot of other stories going to that, but basically there was just some meaning behind that, because years later I had some other things happen and went and traveled around, and actually traveled with my business, and that's what made me, I was able to turn this into a full-time thing.
Beautiful work. We can't wait to see you.
Hey,
Thank you. Welcome. Diana Gerlich. Diana, did I say your
Especially
name
with all the
right?
leather. I mean, modern leather do not match. Part of my job. sir.
My stuff is not water intolerable. Hi.
Hi.
That coffee guy was right. It is a little intimidating up here.
Oh, we're fun.
So that's good to know. So I have a
We need
small,
you to move down this way so you're in the camera. so
I
we-
have, there I am,
Thank you.
right there.
Yes.
I have a small business called Diana's Twisted Treasures. And I take found, acquired, purchased items like Matchbox
Wow.
looking cars, paint them up, have little minifigures, make them the stars. I did an Israeli flag first that I wound up just hanging in my apartment in LA. And a friend bought it, and so then I just started making a bunch of them. I've also got a gumball machine with, some Barbie heads. Because there's nothing more twisted than ripping off heads of Barbies, which we all did as kids, but I'm now doing something with them rather than just having dead Barbies around. I've also got a skateboard that I bought and found a metal worker in LA who actually makes legs. So it's like an ottoman or a side table. I've got about a half a dozen of these at home, different skateboard designs and patterns. I am, from talking to Faith, a little concerned about the 75% handmade, because obviously I'm not Mattel. I didn't make the Barbies. I didn't make the gumball machines, but I didn't make the cars. I bought the frame, obviously. But I am taking items that are meant to be used in one way, reimagining them. I hand painted, spray painted, bought these little minifigs, glued them all down, distressed everything on my own. I don't know if Faith wasn't sure. I don't know if you would consider that handmade. I do. It's art that I'm making, like a collage artist buys things and ephemera and puts it down on paper with, glitter and stones and whatever they do. So that's sort of
The
how I
board
see
can
it.
comment on this.
Please.
That piece of art, I see your work went into that. You assembled
Yes,
that.
yes.
That one's clear to me.
Yeah. This less so. I can see it. in
While I
your
find
eyes.
that very interesting,
And hilarious.
and I'd like to have one.
Uh-huh.
Um,
I've got your name. I can get you.
I'm struggling if you can
Right.
tell me and convince me that, but I don't see.
Yeah, aside from me ripping Barbie's heads off, you mean? Yeah. And unscrewing the gumball machine top. Less handmade. This obviously, like you said, was way more. I don't know.
Let
how
me ask
would-
you this,
Please.
and I don't want to guide you or lead
No,
you.
no, no, please.
But what if there was something in there other than Barbie heads
That I
that
made
you
myself?
made yourself?
Mhm.
That's just, I'm just putting that out there.
Yeah. What would you like me to shove in
No,
there?
no, no, I can't guide you that way.
You
but
mean
I'm
like
just-
cookies?
I'm just, we're always pliable with food.
I've noticed that. That's why I offered it.
What if you painted the Barbie heads? What if the Barbie heads were some sort of a canvas for
Okay.
you? And what if, I mean, just, it's a what if, you
Yeah.
didn't do it, but.
Right.
Yeah, a dead face of a Barbie head ripped off.
Yeah.
I mean, who wouldn't want that?
I would.
I have a
Well,
whole
I
bunch,
know.
I have a whole bunch of Ken heads too. It's not just that I do Barbie,
well,
but.
good
Oh,
to
I've got
know.
that one.
See?
Yeah.
100%.
Was it just these two pieces? you did?
And the skateboard that I.
Yeah, and that one, walk us through that. Tell us how that.
Well, I
came to be.
bought the board, and then I found a guy in LA who does the metal.
Did you do the painting on the board?
I did not. I bought the board.
Yeah.
I could lie and say I did, but I don't want to do that. I did screw them into the board, but that's hardly artisan work.
Right.
Yeah, Faith and I discussed a number of different ways that I could explain this, but having heard everyone before me, I don't want to shoot myself in the foot. But I do want to be honest that it's not an easy yes.
No,
I
I think
realize.
my opinion is that if you were to rethink some of this,
Uh-huh.
based on what you've heard from us tonight,
Sure.
you could have something that would be unique. in
Yeah.
Village. We don't have anything like Barbie heads and a gumball machine.
Who would?
But, if there was
From
some.
my twisted head. That's
and
where
the
they came from.
skateboard,
Yeah.
Somebody asked you if you painted that. Thank you for your honesty.
Yeah.
Maybe that's an option
Right.
for you to.
Yeah, I mean, they do make blank boards of various colors and just the nude ones, as they call them. And I could try my hand at painting and sketching and stenciling and.
And again, the board will comment.
Right.
but, That I see.
Yeah.
But I don't know that you just want to sell that,
Well, I have a few of them, different flags, but yes.
All USA or other
Oh,
countries?
no, I mean, this is the only USA flag.
Okay.
I mean, other than like state
So
flags.
you may buy those little Matchbox cars. Do you paint
They're
them?
they're not technically Matchbox,
Or whatever,
actually, they're plastic shells.
Okay.
They're like a very, very light gray, useless in,
Okay.
in that they're not colorful in any way, shape or form. But they're meant for modeling. And then I bought these little people that are actually meant for train station, like little setups.
But you painted them. You
I painted the
constructed it, you
cars
assembled all
and
that,
I
you
assembled,
closed
I
that,
glued them
you
all
put
down
size.
and took apart
That's
the
easy.
frame. Yeah.
That's passable.
But there's vision there. It doesn't necessarily have to be a flag. You
Right.
could do something else.
A million other
I see
things.
vision there.
Yeah.
You
so-
could do a cactus, you could do it,
Right.
something Palm Springsy, a
Absolutely.
sunset or something. or-
Absolutely.
With different items besides cars, right?
For sure.
Got it.
Yeah, yeah.
So you could customize it for,
Sky's the limit. This is just happens to be what I did for myself.
again, we like it, we like the fact that you're creating stuff
Right.
that's unique to
Right.
the customer.
Yeah, they're
to the
one-offs.
visitor.
They're one of one.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're reasonably priced from what I saw in your file.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just like to see a lot more creation.
Made by Diana's Twisted Head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since
I'm okay with that. I
since
called it the company.
Since I've been the difficult one tonight, I'm going to make a motion. But I'm making this motion and saying to you, please go rethink this.
Okay,
And come back before us,
okay,
because you have talent.
thank you.
And I just like to see that gumball with something other than Barbie. So I'm going to move that we disapprove you for Village Fest and ask you to rethink your work and come back to us.
Okay.
Is there a second?
A second.
Let's vote. Tom?
Yes, I agree to your motion.
Yes.
Yes.
Bonnie?
Yes.
Yes.
David?
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry.
No,
But
it's,
we can't wait to see you come back.
Thank
okay?
you.
That is great.
Appreciate it.
That is great.
I think that's
Yeah,
fabulous.
it's really nice.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'll get out of your way and then rewrap.
What's the champagne box?
Oh, it's a fire extinguisher box that I actually did hand stencil.
Mhm.
And I made a vinyl sticker that said break glass in case of
Okay.
emergency, and there's a bottle of champagne in there.
Okay.
Thank you. Erin Campbell. Hi, Erin. Please come up.
Right, guys?
Good, welcome.
So I'm from the Joshua Tree National Park Association. So we are the primary nonprofit that works with the national park. So what we would like to do is we would like to set up a booth and have our information specialist there and maybe like a park ranger or somebody else who can give information. We want to give maps, and then we have some an assortment of our retail that we sell that we would love to be able to offer. Because that's how we pay to have our information specialists is through our retail. So we selected, this is something special that our designer, our buyer did, so Joshua Tree, and we were thinking of Village Fest, how perfect this is for Palm
Perfect,
Springs. Yeah. This is another shirt here that we have.
Oh, beautiful.
Nice.
Let's see, would you guys like to see? And then this is another one of our bestsellers here. And then for those cold windy nights, we have our crew neck.
Nice.
See?
The first one, was that the camp shirt?
Yeah, this camp shirt. Yeah.
Pretty.
Now, do they sell these in the park as
We sell
well?
these at the visitor center, yeah. Yes, we do. And then we have a few hats here. Yeah, we just picked our top maybe few items. Socks, Joshua Tree socks. What else? A mug. And then we have a few stickers and magnets. Which everybody loves the stickers.
And all this is on sale in the park?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
at our visitor centers. Yep. Yeah. So. And then we have stickers.
I, for one, love the fact that it's local.
Yeah.
And it's also for tourists in town that say, I don't know anything about Joshua Tree.
Right.
Let's go check it out. Or I was just there. I didn't know this stuff
Yes,
existed. Same
yes.
thing with locals. There's a lot of locals.
Yeah,
who've never
me
been.
and my husband, when we come down here, we go to eat because all the food is down here.
Yeah.
We ask people, have you been up to Joshua Tree? And a lot of times people are like, no. And I'm like, oh my gosh, how could you?
I'm one of those.
You're
bad people. It's
missing
been
like,
8
you know,
years
it's
and
like
I've
Grand
never been
Canyon
there.
up there. So yeah, so we just want to educate people
I think
and
it's
just let
great.
people know that it's literally right there in your backyard. So we have also Desert Institute as one of our branches. So we actually have classes. We have all kinds of series that take people into the park, educate people. We have another, this is another brochure we be passing out. This is our Don't Die Today campaign, and this just tells people about safety, just because people do go out and once in a while people die in the park. So we want to educate people on that. And let's see, what else do I have? Yeah, this is Leave No Trace. So this is just educating people on how to behave when they're in the park.
And do you sell these or these are handouts or free?
These are handouts. Yeah, these are handouts. What else? And then we have We have a Park Lovers Club that people can join. They get stickers and then they just get more information from us throughout the year. What else? This is another.
Diane, if I'm reading the mood of the board correctly, this is gonna be an easy one, so.
Yeah. You got it. I'll make the motion.
Are there any
Did you
questions
guys
for
look at the
Diana?
map?
Because I think
And
you
it'd be
saw.
amazing. The Rangers are really excited and a lot of Rangers want to come out and volunteer.
Good.
Yeah, they'll be dressed up and they'll be giving information and people love it, so.
We have nothing like
Prepared
this,
to
do
be
we?
busy. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, how about a motion?
I would love to make the motion.
Thank you. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thanks, Tom. Let's vote. Yes?
Yes.
Yes, Antonio?
Yes.
Bonnie?
Yes.
David?
Yes.
Thank you,
Congratulations. We're
thank
glad to be
you.
with us.
You guys are scaring me.
It's only been 4 minutes. That was good.
Faith will work with you to take the next steps.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for your time.
I'm surprised you guys weren't approved already.
I'm gonna come buy one of these shirts.
I know, we
love
just
that
got
shirt.
those
I
in
just love it.
specifically for, our
Run
goal is to get into. the
Extra
Village Fest.
large. will
Yes.
come. Large. Those are great. Did you see these?
So they have that fabric, custom fabric.
All right, next up will be Jason Nutter. Hi, Jason.
Yes.
This is for me?
And don't forget your shirt.
Or he's gonna steal it.
Here's some business cards.
Thank you.
I'm a downtown merchant.
Thanks, sir.
I've been there, I guess, about 8 years. We do prominent music items, arts and stuff, handmade paintings, stuff like that. Brands that we like and stuff like that. Musical instruments. We have a lot of African drums, a lot of drums that we do, stuff like that. It just changes all the time, but mostly vinyl records, you know. And on Thursdays, I invite everybody to come jam, and throughout the day, different people show up with their guitars, drums. It just depends on the day, and it's always changing. But I just feel like Music Hills kind of sits in a spot where a lot of people don't see it, or a lot of people say, "Well, how long have you been here?" And I'll be like, "Well, we've been here a long time, but." I just want to raise awareness. We kind of need the extra help. To be honest, it's getting a little rough. So I'm just trying to figure out ways to. My buddy Sage came in and kind of helped me get the store more of a boutique rather than a junk store, because at times, you know, it's gone up and down. But right now, it's really boutique-y and pretty inside. So we want to get out, spread our wings a little bit, you know.
And they're not only downtown merchants, but a nonprofit. And they do classes and drum circles for autistic children
Yeah.
and adults. So they have a really cool thing going on, but honestly, I have to say, as far as Village Fest goes, where they're located and the food booths are, they really get lost back there. So I'm really glad to see you here,
Especially with the
because.
Ferris wheels.
Yeah, the Ferris wheel.
One thing I do notice, I know it depends on how many vendors you have, but when they do block the store, people don't come in there as much. I know it depends on how much it fills up, right? Because if it's full, they have to have a spot. So, but anyway, and there has been time where we've done our drum circles or stuff outside. Jessica Von Rabbit did a little performance out there, a couple songs to promote her album. And people like it because they're already eating food, so they're, you know, it's entertainment for them, you know. And yeah, so I've told Faith many times, I'd love to have a stage at that end of the courtyard, but we do got the break dancers, and then the Hyatt also always has stuff, so it doesn't hurt. You know? But, yeah, we're just trying to spread awareness and music education and keeping music alive, really.
Thank you. We appreciate Downtown Merchants. You're very much a part of Village Fest, so we're glad you're here. Any other board questions or comments?
Will you be selling items?
Yeah, well, we are a merchant, and my nonprofit, I do have a nonprofit. It is separate from Music Hills. I did try to make it one, but then they were like, no, it's gotta be sales tax and all that. So it is two separate things, but I use Music Hills to raise the funds for the instruments for the programs I do. but that's separate from the merchant store. So yeah, we would be selling like Music Heals shirts. So we'll have a table with like information about music lessons and what we do and stuff like that. I specialize in working with people of all abilities, so autistic people come and see, autism and things like that, they come and see me. A lot of time it's private clients that, the parents bring them and stuff, and once a week or twice a week, but yeah, we'll be selling Music Heals items, shirts, maybe we want to keep it really
These are some of
boutique-y,
the-
really simple. We don't want, we're not just bringing a bunch of junk out there to sell it. It would be
Right.
hand-picked stuff, or like, if it's cold, we're like, well, people would like, jackets and sweaters.
and
but
hoodies.
A lot of it is music-oriented, David Bowie, Elvis, Led Zeppelin, stuff like that, but
Hats,
more
low-hanging
so,
fruit jacket kind of stuff.
more
yeah.
so Music Heals.
I'm sure Faith explained to you as a merchant, you can bring what's in your store out on the street.
Oh,
so,
that's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
You sell your hat? What does it mean?
My hat. That means the Dodgers in Japanese.
Which we
I
actually did
think.
the Masons for Mitts. the
Better look
Jackie-
it up. It could say something
We
else.
did the Jackie Gleason collection series for Masons for Mitts.
Really?
Yeah, for the Dodgers, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, so we have some of those items, like different things in the store, yeah.
Any other board questions or comments?
Anything to help a local merchant. I think it's great.
So then you'd like to make a motion?
Yes, I
right?
would.
All right. Is there a second to David's motion to accept?
A second?
Okay,
I don't vote.
vote, Tom?
Yes.
I say yes. Antonio?
Yes.
Bonnie?
And I think when the food merchants come, they have to serve the people out there too, because I'm like, oh, that looks so good. Chocolate strawberries, of course you're gonna get accepted.
Maybe you can go out there and serenade them a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
People sing all the time in my shop, and I mean, it's crazy. The people that have shown up. I mean, Joe Walsh came into my shop and played the guitar
Wow.
about 3 weeks ago. And the girl working for me didn't know who she was or who he was. It was like, do you know who Joe Walsh is? I'm like, don't tell me.
You're fired.
Yeah, no.
Thank you and welcome.
Guys.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Lisa, Lise?
Yeah, Lise.
Lise, please come up. You're next.
So I brought my testers and I brought like little sample sizes. So I'm thinking I might just have you guys dig in and see if there's anything that intrigues you while I'm sort of talking about it. These will be oils, face and body, and then these will be balms, lotions, creams, things like that. I do have tallow-based products, so if you guys have animal restrictions, let me know. Okay, so I should probably introduce myself. So I'm Lise, this is Isla, this is my daughter, my oldest of two. I'm a single mom and we homeschool, so I bring them to all the markets with us.
Can we open or not? Would you read?
These are for you to keep, so if you see something that you would like to try, go ahead and dig in. If you want to just try a sample, I do have them here, if you just want something on your hand, because I have little spoons. So I guess I'll start. So I started this after I got injured and I couldn't do massage anymore, I needed a pivot. And during COVID, with the time and unemployment money, basically, I was able to buy inventory, start playing around. And it took a few years, but my friends kind of pushed me into it. And then pretty much after the first sale, I was like, oh, this is what I do now. So I started with 11 products, and then now I have maybe close to 40. So I categorize all my products into different collections, and the collections are based on kind of what they do. So I have a Nourish collection that'll be your traditional items like body butters, face oils, lotions, things like that. The Desert Dwellers collection is probably my favorite. I'll show you. This is a men's balm, a tallow-based men's balm. So the Desert Dwellers collection will be all ingredients that help with some natural sun protection. So this is a tallow-based moisturizer, and it's got natural sun protecting oils. It's got some anti-inflammatory and antioxidant oils. Oh yeah, perfect. Anybody else? You guys want to try this? Sure. So the essential oils here are antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and they happen to smell earthy, woodsy, so maybe a little more masculine smelling. I just made a new item based on a customer's request. She was very specific, and she wanted tallow and emu oil. Emu oil is a strong anti-inflammatory oil. They use it in like radiation centers for scarring and burns and things like that. So she wanted tallow, mango butter, emu oil, carrot seed oil. Carrot seed and red raspberry are both natural sun protectors. So they're great for skin that sees a lot of sun. I have a repair collection that will have really therapeutic formulas. The healing salve is one of my most popular ones. This is tallow with lanolin. It also has black seed, emu oil, all these different kind of repairing. Want to try some?
What do you do with these?
This is great for any kind of extra dry skin. So cuticles, cracked heels. You can even use it around your eyes for fine lines. You can use it as a lip balm. I do have a lip balm. It's great for even open wounds or post-surgery scarring, anything that needs like skin regeneration, but also like a protective barrier. So I tell my customers this would probably replace your Aquaphor. It doesn't have any petroleum-based products. I should have started with this, but the whole line is what I consider clean, meaning there's no ingredients in there that are going to disrupt our system. So nothing like there's no fragrances. I use real essential oils. In that men's balm, there's Palo Santo, cedarwood, elemi, palmarosa, and turmeric and clove. The last two being like really strong antioxidant essential oils. So they smell great, but then they're also you're getting some skin benefits too with the essential oils. I also have like a traditional cream that's got collagen peptides, B vitamins, a little bit of everything. And this is basically what I do on the table. I'm just kind of like, I chat people up and then I guess, or they ask.
Oh, because you can tell I need to find mine.
I think that you might be a cream gal more so than an oil.
You're right.
And I should actually, so these are, so I have everything displayed on wooden shelves and I have basically the bottle that it comes in set as a tester sticker. I used to have all my products out and it was just a lot. So now I just have the testers out. So one of my favorites, this is actually a popular one. This is a hydrating mist. It's got some toning capabilities, but it's also like a great refresher. So this is a travel size. I also have it in a 4 ounce. So I try to, I recommend it to people who are like flying on the plane. They can spray it. It's awesome. It's got a little hyaluronic acid. The essential
For
oils
4.5 minutes.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's my job, sorry.
It's easy to go a long time once you're talking. So my brand is all clean. I try to source cold pressed organic when available. Like I was saying, I don't put any endocrine disrupting things. Please help yourselves if you guys want to take some home.
Explain what you do with these?
Yes, these are just little bottles. You crack them open and then it's a dropper. So you would put maybe 5 to 7 drops and cover your face, maybe 7 if you want to go down into your chest.
Wow.
The only suggestion or concern I have is it says this is golden hour tanning oil, so I guess.
Yes, these are just samples. So I have out our actual like.
Okay, so that would be the
bottles with
one that
labels.
sells for 72?
Exactly.
Okay,
So the one that sells for 72 is a 4 ounce bottle.
okay.
The 1 ounce is 32 for that one, for example. So everything that's like a large size, because a body oil, you want it in a somewhat
And
large
then on your
size.
packaging, do you
Yes.
say what it's for?
Yeah, so I have this luxurious hand cream is formulated to blah,
Perfect.
blah, blah.
'Cause I
Yes.
was concerned that this.
No,
and I'm
no,
like,
these are
what
just samples for you guys to take home and try
Great.
out. Yes, so I also give those to people if like someone's showing interest in something, but they're not necessarily ready to buy or something. If I build some rapport, I'll send them home with a sample. That does pretty well. Usually people
And they
come
can
back.
order it from you online, or they can come back
Exactly.
if they're local and.
Exactly.
Cool.
Right.
Is
So-
it beef tallow you're using?
So I have some items with beef tallow. I have a lot. So basically out of the 40, I probably have like a quarter of that is tallow.
Are you buying your tallow or you're not rendering it?
I am not
yourself?
rendering it. I'm not rendering it. I am not actually rendering any of the ingredients. I source from like trusted suppliers, but I do make all the formulas, I make all the products, and I make all the labels. Well, I get them printed, I design everything. So I have kind of like the whole.
What is the healing salve?
The healing salve is the one that I showed David. So this one is incredible for all sorts of healing, very extra dry skin. And currently I'm using it like a moisturizer because it's dry outside.
I just get something burned off my leg from my doctor.
Okay,
It's
this
like
is perfect. This
for
is,
it, yeah.
there's no essential oils in there and there's black seed oil, emu oil, all these very healing items with the little beeswax, lanolin. So it's going to create like a protective barrier.
Wow.
And it's awesome. So there's.
Wonderful.
And you make all of this
I
yourself?
make all of it. It's kind of insane at this
By the
point.
can, or by the, bottles. and
Yes,
such.
like today I just finished a balm, like the rescue balm that's got like prickly pear, which is like a really exotic oil from Morocco, but an excellent moisturizer. It's got the highest vitamin E content, higher than argan.
Lisa, I need to ask
Yes.
that you're not making any medical claims or promoting that this will cure this or fix this or nothing
No.
that you can't be proven scientifically.
Right, no, absolutely not. So this is all science backed. So anytime I'm looking into an ingredient, I look if there's any studies done on it, like specifically when tallow started getting popular. I did look it up and there's plenty of.
Tallow's popular in soap.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yes, and as a moisturizer, especially for like problematic skin and things like that, I always make sure people know that like over half of the health of your skin is related to your internal, whatever you got going on. I mean, there's genetics, lifestyle, and then with these, like the healing salve specifically, it's just going to help repair the skin, but it's not necessarily going to cure your eczema or
Well,
things like that.
I caution you about making claims, like that you couldn't prove. So,
Right. No, and those are proven in studies.
well, you would have to have those studies with you if someone were to challenge you, and that's what we're concerned about.
Okay.
Faith, did she sign the statement?
did.
Okay. So you signed a statement that
Yeah.
said that you take responsibility and know all the
Yeah.
federal, state, and local regulations
Yes,
pertaining to
absolutely. Yes.
pharmaceutical and cosmetics.
Right,
Okay.
yes. Yeah, because by saying that you repair the skin, you're not claiming that you're curing a disease. You're saying that you're actually soothing the membrane, which strengthens the membrane. And those are things that like,
As long as you sign the statement, that's.
yeah, yes.
I will say Lisa does sell at the farmer's market and has great success. So I mean, I've
Okay.
seen her work and.
Very good. Yeah, I think your product, I sure like what I put on.
Yes, I have, yeah. And you had, yes, the men's balm,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I know,
it's
that was
great.
awesome, yeah. Yeah, there's two that are really popular with men. That's the number one, and the second one is
Only
the
men's.
healing salve. Yes.
Any other board questions or comments?
Oh, I guess I have a question. So I recently launched essential oils just on their own. So it's my brand, but it's the essential oils that I use in here. So I get, the large containers for my own products. And then now people have asked me for selling essential oils. But so I do have, maybe a dozen blends that I've formulated like this. But then I also just have like lavender or eucalyptus. So that's something like, I don't know if that I need specific approval of or.
Is it on the application?
Is it on the application?
Essential oils?
Yeah, so on here, I could only list a certain amount, but then
Yeah.
I attached all my price lists, so that,
You're good.
Okay, all right, cool, thank you.
Any other comments or questions? We will be ready for a motion.
I make a motion to admit LC Botanicals.
Thank you. Is there a second?
I'll second.
David, let's vote. Tom?
Local, right, La
Yes.
Quinta?
Yes, well, so I was living in Palm Springs, so my banner says Palm Springs.
Okay.
Let us finish
We're in the
voting.
vote.
We're
I'm
in the
sorry.
vote.
Sorry.
So I say yes, Antonio,
Yes.
Bonnie, David.
Yes.
Now you can answer the question.
So I recently moved to Palm Desert, but my banner still says Palm Springs.
Good.
Congratulations, thank you.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're excited. I was sort of like hesitating to apply here because I wasn't sure if I could keep up with the demand. And the first couple years was like a lot of like, oh, I'm more busy or, like I was trying to keep up with demand. And then this year I finally started buying like larger quantities of everything so then I could make bigger batches. And so the last few months I was like, I feel like I'm ready for Palm Springs.
Love it.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Let's get these back to you.
Yeah. All right, so what'd you pick out? I'm curious.
All the men's stuff.
Okay, great.
And then
I'm gonna take the tester back.
No, we
This
have
is
the
like a
coffee.
coffee ground.
Sorry.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure,
Because
sure,
I gotta
sure.
go for the markets. Okay, but you got all that, yeah, awesome.
Which ones are the best for men?
This one is just because it smells manly. They're all gonna work. There's not gonna be, there's really only a couple things that smell a little girly. That's maybe the body butter because it has rose in there.
I'm sorry, but we need to move on.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it and welcome.
You can come visit me and then we'll.
Well, we have to, once a month, we'll do it.
We'll be down to see you.
Okay, I don't think there's any unfinished business that we need to attend. New business, the only thing that I think maybe we need to consider is our next meeting would be December 23rd. which is the week of Christmas.
Thank you.
Thank you. Faith and I had some discussion that maybe we would cancel that meeting because of the Christmas holiday. Is there any-
Ray, we couldn't hear what you just said
Oh.
because you were looking that way.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
December 23rd would be our next meeting, which is the week of Christmas. And Faith and I discussed that we would probably cancel that meeting because of the Christmas holiday. So
You'll be out of town.
I'll be gone.
if there's no objection, we'll cancel, and then our next meeting would be the second Tuesday of January.
January 13th.
Is everyone all right with that? Any other new business?
Pat, I don't know exactly where on here, but what are you doing about New Year's?
We are open.
We are open.
Oh, people will be happy to
I
hear
know.
that. Oh
We
my
did a
God.
survey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
Um,
mentioned it at the last meeting.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't.
So. That weird.
Reports and requests. I don't think there's any public comment, no board comment.
Board comment.
That would leave Main Street
I
Meredith.
got a board comment.
I have
Oh,
a
we
board
have a board
comment. We have
comment.
two board
Yeah.
comments.
Dave,
Dave, go first.
You go first. No, me.
You go first, go first.
Just, I've already discussed this. We had a meeting with Main Street. Maybe you were gonna bring it up, Joy.
I don't know which thing.
What was the topic? The majority of the topic was there wasn't representation from Parks and Rec. And so if, I'm sure everything's changed, but I just wanted to make sure that we went on record as saying, we heard the concerns of the downtown merchants and they had several questions that Joy and I couldn't answer. So,
Nick usually does attend the meeting.
and I know.
Yeah, he just missed that
So,
one.
yeah, just to be clear, I have been attending those
Yeah.
meetings
You
on a
have,
monthly
and-
basis. I just was unable to
We
attend
stood
that one
up
and
for
we
you,
didn't
believe
send a
me.
representative,
Yeah,
so that is our bad. Joy and I did have a conversation afterwards, and so we've discussed some of the maintenance concerns that the downtown merchants have brought up during that meeting. And also have discussed our communication to ensure that we're relaying all that in writing to Joy as a representative so that she can relay that out to the downtown merchants. So
Yes.
we are discussing that internally, both on the Village Fest side and on the special event side to ensure that we're getting you all the information that you need to relay
Thanks.
that out.
Appreciate that.
Thank you. We just wanted to go on record as saying, thanks. Sorry not embarrassed, but we did our job.
That's okay.
Antonio, did you have, Bonnie, sorry.
I had a new experience here tonight, so that I want to talk about. So we had, vendors that came up and they had to make 75%. And then we had Joshua Tree. Do they fall under a different?
Nonprofit.
Nonprofit, they're in a
So
different
the
category.
nonprofit can
Yeah.
sell there.
They can sell, it has to be logoed merchandise. So whatever, they can take a minimum donation for their logoed merchandise.
And then the other gentleman, he had merchandise too. And he was a local
Downtown merchant.
downtown
Downtown
merchant, so
merchant.
he can sell his.
A reflection of
merchandise.
what's in his store. That's a downtown merchant can sell. A reflection of what they sell in their store, they can have on the street.
Okay, thank you.
So
I
Bonnie,
think it would
just
be
to-
helpful if you go back to the handbook. I know I sent you copies of that and read the definition of the categories.
Okay.
And that will explain how we change
Right.
what
For
we're
each, for
doing.
depending on the
with-
category.
Depending on the category that they're in. Nick, I think you had.
Yeah,
something.
and just to clarify, just so that everybody understands the structure of the agenda, under legislative actions, those are the listing of all of the vendors in that process. And we put in bold, well, Faith does this, the bold of the category that
they're
the board
applying
is
for.
making that recommendation based on.
Like arts
So-
and crafts are a nonprofit.
Okay.
Yeah, and so you'll see me at times with staff, we're going through and double checking that the information on their application is reflective on the category, the description of the category, to ensure that they're following everything that they set forth on and that the board approves of.
That
So
help?
during that I'm sorry, just to add on, Faith has gone through that process with the vendor prior to coming to the board meeting, so that Faith has a really good understanding of what category to place each vendor on.
Okay. Okay,
Does that answer your question or
and that's just
helpful?
my question.
Okay.
The three vendors that came in, when was it, the last meeting, they were selling all the items that we disapproved them to sell this last Thursday.
Which one?
The 3D printed stuff vendor,
Oh, they weren't selling.
like everything, like the toys, the printed things, the little poppers, the clickers.
So, because you said that they
You
could sell the
approved
stuff that
the
they
lamps,
created.
Yeah, the lamps, the coasters, and like one other thing.
Yeah.
But it was
Oh, they had to create their own. Okay, I'll talk to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Next
just
time,
fun.
just let me know.
It was a Christmas day. We saw you, but we weren't gonna
Oh.
ruin the fun. Yeah.
Ruin it. I'll speak with them. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's for car crafts.
serving it. Joy, do you have anything from Main Street?
Well, I would like to say that, thank you very much to everybody that was involved in both the tree lighting and the banner awards. And now we got something else this Thursday you're doing, and
We have the big
it's
stage.
pretty insane. And then, of course, the parade. I mean, honestly, you know, it is a little nerve wracking because we have all this new staff. But I was really impressed of how seamlessly, at least from our perspective, I don't know what went on in your private conversations, but it really seemed like it flowed very, very nicely, and we're all very thankful for it. And I think that I'm very pleased, and I know that most merchants feel the same, except for the ones that never feel the same.
Well, we appreciate you telling us.
Well, thanks. I mean, really, for a first year and being all new like that, crazy. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
In addition to that, the Parks and Rec had a display at the State of the City address, and
Oh,
I
yeah,
was
that too.
extremely proud of your interaction with people, and you attracted a lot of attention in people. So faith is always faith. And it was very good. So I'm complimentary too.
I'll second that. That was amazing.
Good work. That it, Joy?
Yes, that was all
Thank
I
you.
had.
Antonio or Joy, anything from the marketing, social media, this kind of is spilling over into the work that our marketing people are doing, and Nick may have some comments too, but I'd like to ask you two if you have anything you'd like to.
Ask Joy.
Well, it's growing,
Yeah.
so, you know, that's good. The following is definitely growing. At this point, I'm not really following back people unless they are our vendors, because it gets very confusing if you want to share stuff, and sometimes they're not our vendor, but they try to get us to share it. So we're just trying to keep it all in order like that, and but it's doing very well. I hope to have some more cool stuff sent through that, you know, because ours is a little, you know, it's not exciting. We
We
need
have some
more.
stuff coming.
Yes. So, I mean, the things that have come, some reels or videos or whatever they were really well received. I mean, we had like 10,000 views or 12,000 views on that one that was before Halloween, I think. So that's terrific, and always a growth in the number of followers. So that's great.
Good news.
Yeah.
And anytime I send at Village Fest when I'm there and I send it, you guys post it right away. I don't know who's doing it. Well, Joy's on it. She posts it back. She posts it right
Yes.
away.
And if you tag me from Palm Springs Parks and Rec, the stuff, I'll get it sooner. However, I must admit today or yesterday, I already had it posted because I just saw it. So, I mean, I know what you wanna, you know, what you wanna have on there, but I actually would rather we collaborate on it, because then your people and our people
Sure can-
both,
yes.
that's just the multiple and how that works.
Yeah.
So, for the algorithm. So anyways, it's going really good. And thank you for letting me be a volunteer for that.
Thank you. I'm going to skip item B because I think Director Gonzalez will speak to that as part of the marketing strategy and fill us in on the vendor survey and the attendee survey. Faith,
Faith and joy,
Faith
you
and
know.
joy, it's pretty close. I get it.
anything on compliance? Have you gotten responses back from us on?
I just
the
did from
sheet?
Antonio, so I will speak with that vendor. To
The
make
sheet
sure-
you sent out for compliance audits and us walking around?
Yes. Oh, yes.
I haven't
I know
responded,
Bonnie gave me her information when she was coming.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. But do you have all the slots filled up, or do you still need?
No.
Okay.
But I think
I'll do
Antonio's there
whatever.
every week.
Yeah.
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 He's there every week.
Oh, yeah, I guess, huh?
Cool. So we always have someone there, you know, and then. yeah, we just-
I can send it in if I go, or when I go, I can drop it in after that night or that week that I was there, or that Thursday.
Yeah,
Just to-
shoot me an email or something too, yeah, that way, well, I'll know and I'll speak to that vendor, I'll call them before Thursday so they don't bring it down there and that sort of thing, and explain to them more, maybe they didn't quite understand. That they were only approved for the items that, the artwork that they created, not the ones that they got for yes.
We are right in the middle of Village Fest holidays.
Oh my gosh, we are. So this week is gonna be super fun and we'll have the big stage that will come at between El Patron and Starbucks. And then we'll still have our little Santa Village, but without Santa this week. So no Santa. And then next week Santa will be back with Miss Claus.
Last week was Cookies with Miss Claus.
Cookies with Miss Claus,
Yes.
we had 250 and those went really, really
Forty
fast.
seconds.
Yeah, they went so fast.
Who is Mrs. Claus?
It's the same ones that we have been having for years, the same ones that are in our parades and those all, they do all of our events,
Cool.
so, yeah.
Just wondered.
Yeah, so they're amazing, and then we just did snapshots with Santa on Sunday at the downtown park, and that went really well. That one is our third year, so it just kind of keeps growing, so it's nice. And they're the best, Santa and Miss Claus, they're lovely, lovely people.
Great, awesome. Still parking on Arenas for staff?
Yes, yes, so
I'll be there Thursday.
when will you be coming? So we are having our tow trucks go to Arenas on the mountainside. So we're gonna block off that road there so that vendors and things, cause it's a smaller road than Talkwood, so we don't have any issues come up with.
I'll come early. I mean, I'll be there at starting time.
So if you do, just call me and let me know so that we may have you, I don't think you can park on the other side. Cause the other one's too small. Just with the until the tow trucks are gone, then we can't really, we have to let the tow trucks and the vehicles be there by themselves. Cause there's been issues with vendors and things turning through there, and it just gets a little too chaotic and the tow trucks are large.
But by 6, they should be.
They're there until usually 7 and then we'll take them to the yard.
Oh, the tow trucks are there till 7?
Yeah, well, if there's a vehicle there.
Oh.
If there's a vehicle that's still left, they'll wait there until 7 and then at 7 they'll take them.
Even
to
with
their
our
yard.
sticker? on the-
Yeah, just because it's really small road and there, like I said, there was some issue with, but we'll find you a spot.
We'll
don't
find,
worry.
yeah.
We'll find you a spot.
I'll call you.
Yes, call me.
Greg, one last question to staff. There was a vendor at State of the City who was taking photographs of people.
Loved it.
I had no idea what that was, so I ignored it until I started seeing it all over
took one?
Facebook. Who is that person?
I was taking vendors at
Yeah,
State of
and
the
then.
City.
They would put a
uh,
background of,
Yes, and
you
then
know,
it makes you like
1950s
a
Palm
century
Springs or
modern.
a mountain or a tree or.
I can't remember the vendor's name, but we can get that information. It was a vendor that the city had engaged with. They were at the AI Expo earlier
Okay.
this year. And so we brought them back, or the city brought them back for the State of the
I
City.
would
event.
love to see him at Village Fest. You know,
I
it's
told
so-
him so.
It's so unique but you gotta advertise what you're doing because it's known until the very, the next day when people started posting pictures. I was like, oh my God, I know them. That's,
We
who's
can share
that
that
great.
information. Yeah.
Where did they
Oh,
post?
no way.
Okay.
How fun.
So cute.
That is very cute.
Oh.
So
I
you
have
see-
a waist.
You like the.
I've missed my waist
You
so
should have
much.
some purple though,
I don't know.
Joy.
if
Did
I
you
have
do, is that you, Joy?
Should be in purple though.
Is that you, Joy?
Yeah, I did
You
it.
send me a picture. I love it.
All right.
I love what they do.
I do too. I didn't know what it was.
Missing
Oh my
colors.
God, it's beautiful.
We're going to miss staff reports if we don't.
Moving right along, moving right along.
Yeah, moving right along.
It's cool.
Staff reports. I gotta ask though, did you two coordinate your colors for
No,
tonight?
I just saw them. I was
Did we
like,
miss
"Oh,
the
we're-
memo or?
I know it's the
They
holidays.
totally did.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Staff, please.
just really quickly, just to give you all an update. So Joy had alluded to it earlier, but we've seen some increase in social media engagement over the past several months, especially after engaging with Triple Smith, who's handling all the marketing implementation. We've done some paid advertising on Facebook and Instagram, which has also led to some increase in followers, but also just some additional, just overall attraction. We have come up with 3 reels that staff just approved that will be scheduled for posting over the
Nice.
next few weeks. One is highlighting a vendor spotlights. Another is just kind of this little walkthrough of like, follow me through Village Fest. And then another one is just a general promotion of Village Fest. So those videos are, of course, getting a lot of engagement on the different social channels. So we'll be excited to see kind of how that plays out. We did those 3 weeks of attendee survey at Village Fest. The first 2 weeks were great. The last week seemed like because of the weather, yeah, we had a little bit of a low participation. And then in talking with the vendor, just like sitting there and going through the survey did take some time. And so some people didn't want to engage in that, but we had roughly about 300 participants participate in that survey. So the students are working with us and the vendor currently to analyze all the data. We'll be bringing that forward at the second meeting in January to present to the board. So that you all will have a kind of a better synopsis of what the results of that survey were. And then we can work with staff to discuss how we go ahead and implement some of the suggestions or changes if need be to Village Fest. So that's something that we'll be working on over the next few weeks and months as we continue overall just working on the marketing strategy.
And those 300 responses, those will be broken down into locals, tourists.
Yeah.
Are there other
if I remember correctly, the way that question was answered on the demographics portion is the board had wanted that broken out by each of the Coachella Valley cities. And then outside of the area, there was like an other option. And so we'll have that broken out that way, just to get an overall demographic each depiction.
So we would consider local anybody in Coachella Valley?
That's what we would consider.
And then what about the out of towners? Are they here for season, for a week, for a day? And they
I can't remember if we asked that specific question.
Just be curious. I just thought of it, so.
Yeah, I don't think we asked that specific detail because we were just more curious on just getting really more focus on the setup, the layouts, the experience, the visitor experience on Village Fest. We have another program that we use, Placer AI, where we can gather some of that additional detail. So we'll have one of our project managers look into that.
Just a suggestion for the future. That's all. I thought it was good.
Yeah. So so that's on the survey and then kind of just a brief little marketing.
Anything on proposed rule changes?
Yeah, so we're going through and we'll be redoing the rules. I would ask that since we're spending a majority of the time on the marketing from the presentation at the second meeting, if I could ask the board that maybe at the first meeting of January, or we push it to the first meeting of February, spending a significant amount of time discussing the rules, and we'll have the draft changes and all that with you all for a review.
Can you send that draft ahead of time and so we're not reading it here?
Correct, yeah, we'll send it with the time of posting of the agenda, so that you have that in advance.
Thank you.
So is the first meeting in January okay?
That's fine.
It might be a heavy meeting.
Yeah.
Maybe we can talk about that.
Yeah, if you need to move it, I think that would be okay too.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else? So our next meeting will be the second Tuesday in January of
January 13th.
2026. January 13th.
January 13th, got it.
Everyone have a great, safe, happy holiday season. And thank you for all the work we've been able to accomplish in 2025. It's been great. So with that, is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you.
Let's get out.
Thank you, everyone.
Never came in the ass.